And what is up, guys? Average Gear Reviewer here, back again with another quick little unboxing for you. And in this video, we're going to get into something a little different from what I've been doing lately, but something that I actually started the channel out on. And in this one, we're going to be taking a look at something from Sharvol. So, yeah, let's get into it. The best gear is the gear you have on. So guys, I just wanted to say from the beginning on this video, I hope I have always made it clear on my channel that I'm always going to be transparent with you guys. I'm going to give honest reviews of anything that I look at. And in this video, I actually was contacted by this company and they asked if I would take a look at one of their flashlights. Having said that, I will say, this flashlight has popped up everywhere. I don't know where it came from, but it just seemed like it just has showed up everywhere all of a sudden. And I was actually thinking about getting one of these after seeing another one of my friends do a video on one. So yeah, that being said, let's just go ahead and get into it here. Today I'm using the Oknife Freeze. That's what I'm carrying right now. That'll be the next knife up for review if anybody is tracking that. Guys, I gotta say about this knife, it is a super cool little warning. I really, really like it. The only thing I don't like about it is it doesn't have thumb studs. It's a flipper only, and it's a liner lock. And you guys know how I feel about liner locks. But yeah, that being said, it is just a wicked cool little knife. But anyway, don't let me get sidetracked. You guys let me get sidetracked again. Okay, man, what a big box. Okay, cool. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, so yeah. Guys, we have the Sharvol S1 Tactical flashlight. And I don't know if you guys have been seeing these everywhere, but for some reason these things are, I have seen tons of them in my feed. I saw them on Amazon. And then I saw a couple of people do some videos on them, and I had not heard of them ever. So when they approached me, I was just kind of like, this is crazy. I was actually just thinking about getting one of these. So yeah, absolutely, I'd love to take a look at one. But anyway, I'm over talking again, guys. You gotta just stop me. Yeah, I know. How are you supposed to do that? I get it. I get it. I am putting chapters on everything, so you know, if you want to skip ahead to a more interesting part, that's perfectly fine. What am I doing here? Well, this is Sharvol. This is no reflection on your boxing whatsoever. I'm just not good at it, so I already knew that they came in a pretty nice little durable case. That looks pretty sweet. I kind of like that. Yeah, nice hard case. It's no slouch. You know, it's one of those cases you could take the stuff out of it and reuse it for just a little gear pouch or something. But we may not be able to do that. So yeah, let's get into the opening it up. And here we go. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Nice. This is a very nice little pouch that it comes with. Looks like you got a USB cord over here on the side. Some, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll get into that in just a second. Let's take a look at, you. I know you guys want to look at the flashlight first, right? And it has a sticker. What does the sticker say? Please fully tighten the cap. So if you get one, please fully tighten the cap. I wish it just said, please promptly rip off. And it stuck to my finger. Okay, but yeah, here you go, guys. It's my first look anyway at the Sharvol S1. It is listed as an EDC or tactical flashlight, which to me seems right on the money. Yeah, let's just take a look at it there. Here, let me remove some distractions for you. There you go. Take a look at it there. You can see it's made out of aluminum and has a very nice feel to it. It's not super heavy, which if you stick around, I'll get into the technical specs and everything on this. And at the end of the video, I will take it outside and do some testing with it. So if you want to stick around for that, for sure. I don't want to use it right away because I want to give it the chance to charge. But yeah, it looks really nice. It's a good size. It's fairly large. I wasn't really sure what to expect just for... Here's a Olight Seeker 4 Mini next to it. So that gives you kind of an idea of the size of it. But yeah, I'm definitely going to have to check this out. This is cool. It's got a really, really nice feel to it. Anyway, guys, let's charge this up and we'll take a look at what it looks like. We'll be back in a flash. Okay, guys, so let's take a closer look at what you get in the case here. Of course, you get the flashlight with it. You do get the battery, and it comes in its own case, and it's really smart. And here's a little tip for you guys: if you're going to store your flashlights, store them without the batteries in them. Store the batteries in a safe, dry location. It'll just help them stay charged a little bit longer. This one is using a... Let's see, it is a 5,000 milliwatt hour battery. Yeah. Rechargeable. It is a 21700, 3.6 volt. It's claiming to have up to 82 hours on the low mode. So, that's kind of crazy. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to get into the battery in just a second. And we'll go ahead and put it in the flashlight. And you do get a holster with it. On top of the case, you do get a... nice little holster there. Looks like they got some troll candy. A little troll candy hiding out in there. Is that what that is? Yep, troll candy. Okay. And yeah, looks like a really nice little holster. Got some extra flex here where you could put, like your pens or something like that. Maybe those go there. Or extra battery, something. I'm not really sure. There may be other things in the kit itself that may be meant to go in there. It looks like it's got a nice Velcro snap flap there that you could use, probably attach that to Molly or put it on a belt, either one. So that's really awesome. Looks like a really nice... You like that? Looks like a really nicely made little pouch. And even the box that it comes with is super nice. You do get a USB, I believe it's C, rechargeable, because yes, this is a rechargeable flashlight. And, depending on how you feel about that, maybe a good or a bad thing. I dig rechargeable flashlights. The Seeker 4 Mini by Olight is one of my favorite lights of all time. This one does come with a coil lanyard. Looks like a regular sort of just wrist type lanyard, maybe. Let's see. It does have an instruction. Yep, got you a quick starter guide here so you know how to use it right out of the box. This little card, I saw that in there. I was like, that is really funny. So, yeah, we'll put those aside. There's another piece of troll candy. This does come with an extra O-ring. So that's another cool thing. This thing actually is IP68 rated. If you're not familiar with the IP68 waterproof rating, that means that in fresh water, it can be submerged up to 1.5 meters for up to 30 minutes. Now it says fresh water. What does salt water do to that? I have no clue. I'm not an IP rating expert. I actually looked that up just so I could tell you about it. Anyway. So yeah, really super nice. As far as presentation goes, Sharvol, you're knocking it out of the park. The case, very, very nice little hard case, sort of soft hard case, a softer type of hard case. Yeah, you know what I mean. USB charging cable, which I guess we better go ahead and get that out because we're going to need to charge it. And we'll put the case to the side for a minute. Set it with all the other 7,000 cases maybe. But yeah, so to put the battery in, you just unscrew the tail cap. I really like the feel of that. It reminds me of back in the day. See, I think it goes in front first. Spring on the bottom is usually a good indicator of that, and it is tight in there, and that's for sure. Okay, let's make sure I didn't miss something in there that I needed to get out. No, I didn't. Okay. Before I like brute strength attack this thing, I'm gonna make sure I'm not make sure I'm not gonna break something. And everybody's like, what's a brute strength attack? Whoa. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty bright, I gotta say. I don't know if it's in a sort of lockout mode. Let me see. You know, some of these it seems like you have to take them out of a lockout mode. Well, the tail cap works, so I know that it works. I like the tail cap though. Nice and clicky. Okay, guys, let me take a look here at something real quick, and let's figure out what's going on. Whoa. Okay. So, okay, that's sort of interesting. It has a tail cap and a button here, but this is only a functional button, so this button just changes the function. And that seems like what it means from reading the description. Just looked at the owner's manual really quick. I believe that's what it is. So this is your on-off button. This is just the functional button. So that will change the function of, let's see if you can get a good look at this on the screen here. Okay, so yeah, you have to turn it on with the tail switch. Okay, so it's tail switch operated. Got it. Now it makes sense. Now I'm tracking. Now, as long as we're tracking. I was trying to figure out why I wouldn't turn on or off with this button, and I thought maybe I was doing something wrong. But no. So it's tail button operated only. So if you get one and you think it's broken, it's probably not. It's probably just that you need to, you know, change that setting. But I do know this is how you turn your flasher on, is a 2-second press. And then once you hit the tail cap, it'll go back to just a regular flashlight. So yeah, I'm going to get that charged up, and we will definitely take a look at that outside. So guys, you like the video so far? What do you think? Hey, if you like the video so far, consider leaving a like down below. If you like the content, consider subscribing, guys, because this is how we roll over here at Average Gear Review. You know, we're looking at everything from knives to pouches, flashlights, trying to branch out into maybe clothing and shoes, but just any kind of gear that suits your everyday carry or outdoor hunting, hiking, whatever, bring it on. Let's get into it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching so far. Huge shout out to Sharvol for sending the flashlight out. Let's get back into the video. Okay, guys, so you can see it's fairly dark out here. I live, you know, in town, so I can only find a place that's so dark. But I wanted to give you an idea of the light power. So this is the low setting. And you can see that's pretty bright. It's got a pretty good concentrated beam to it. So, yeah. There's your second power option. Still really nice and bright. Third power option. You can see it really puts a beam out there. And yeah, there's the bright. I think that's the bright. Nope, that's turbo. Okay, so there's your turbo setting. And you can see that is very bright. So yeah. So yeah, guys, after taking the Sharvol S1 outside and doing some testing with it, just a little bit of brightness testing to see how it does, guys, it is very bright. I have to tell you, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. So let me give you some of the technical specs on it, and then I will I'll give you my impressions, my initial impressions on it. The technical specs is it says that it is 5.91 inches, which looks about right to me. 5.91 inches long by 0.79 by 0.79. So this part's round. This part is squared off, which is another thing that I actually think is kind of cool, the way that you can sit it down and it has a tendency to not roll away from you. If you guys have any round flashlights, I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about there. The aluminum casing is very nice. It seems rugged. I don't know if you guys ever had any of the old mag lights. I used to carry a mag light on duty and also doing a little bit of security. And the mag light was one of my favorite lights of all time. The minis was one of the ones that I would carry in my pocket all the time. And I even had one of the larger baton type models. But the the threading on this reminds me of that a lot. And the way that when you close it up, it has that vacuum seal feeling to it. They do recommend that if you take this part apart, and I don't even really know how you would do that, but if you take the lens part apart, it can void the warranty. So just be aware of that. These do come with a 4-year warranty out of the box, which is really awesome. So it seems like Sharvol is it seems like Sharvol is going to stand behind their product. So yeah, guys, I think there's a lot of things that they did right on the S1. Do I think that it's perfect and there's not some room for improvement? Nope. There are some things that I would improve on it, but there are some things that I really love about it. So first, let me tell you what I do love about the Sharvol S1. One thing, I like how the clip is free rotating, and another thing I will say is this clip is very strong. Like ridiculously, like just, I don't think that's going to come off if it snags on something. So, and I'll say that about this the whole flashlight feels just solid as a tank. I mean, it feels very well made. The knurling's really good on it. It feels well executed. There are some oddities about it, and a couple of things that are just really nitpicks of mine, but I'll get to those in a minute. But I will say this flashlight is not going to be really what you would consider, I guess, an EDC flashlight unless you holster carry your flashlight. If you do, this one's perfect, and at $72, yeah, it's punching way above its weight class. If you go and look, you know, you're looking at $100 minimum to get into this range of flashlight. So I'm really hoping Sharvol is breaking into that space and really bringing us something different and unique. And the design, I gotta say, I really like the design. It feels very solid. The aluminum feels very well done. You guys did a great job on the outside and the texturing, everything. Let you get a little bit closer look at it. I like the look of the stonewash clip. Now, some people may prefer just a standard black clip. I don't mind that. I actually kind of like it. It makes it stand out against the body of the flashlight, so you always know where it is. And of course, you can take that off if you want to. So there is that. If you don't like carrying with a pocket clip, you'd rather put a lanyard. It does have some lanyard notches back here around the tail cap. Getting into the function of it is, So this is my thing, and I'll get into a couple of things that are maybe just nitpicks of mine, or maybe you guys can correct me down below and tell me that I just don't know enough about flashlights. Maybe that's it. If I picked up a flashlight just as a normal user, I'd never used a flashlight before, and it had a button here, what do you think this is going to do if you press this button? You know, I mean, it seems like you think that's going to turn the flashlight on, but it doesn't. You have to turn it on from the tail cap, and then this will let you adjust the settings. And I didn't show it earlier, but it does have a flasher. If you're prone to seizures, you might want to not watch this part and maybe skip ahead the next 4 or 5 seconds. I'll try to put that in the description down below so you can skip it, but here we go. I mean, that's just ridiculous. That's just ridiculously bright, and you could definitely stun somebody with that. So anyway, but it just seems a little strange to me. And again, I'm not a flashlight expert. You know, I'm just your average normal guy, end user, average gear reviewer here. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I think that the button does have a nice, it is very tactile. It's got a really nice, I know you probably cannot hear that at all, but it has a really nice tactile feel to it. It does seem very well done. Just like I said, overall, it seems very well executed. A couple of things. Oh, and let me show you one more thing on it. The charging port is back here, and it does take a little getting into, and I'm probably not doing it right. But it just seemed like it was a little difficult to get into the first time that I got into it. And I finally got it open. I was like, oh man, I think I need some fingernails is what it is. Probably peeling it the wrong way. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so pull it towards the bottom of the flashlight, apparently, or the tail of the flashlight. So there's your charging port, so you can see it is rechargeable. So you can just plug it up to any USB-C, and you're getting charged. But also the battery's replaceable too. So I know a lot of people don't like rechargeable flashlights, and I totally get that. You want something that just takes standard AA batteries, and it'll always work as long as you have batteries. What I will say about these type of flashlights that have the removable battery is that yes, it's rechargeable, but you can also carry multiple of these batteries, and that's going to last you a while. This one says that it lasts 82 hours, so that's going to be on your lowest power mode. It'll last you 82 hours, but that's over 3 days. So, you know, in the event of an emergency, they say that, you know, disaster preparedness, they tell you to have things ready and enough for 3 days, which I don't agree is long enough, and I'm going to get into that in another video. But they recommend for 3 days. This one will last you 10 hours past what they're recommending. So, another thing, this is not an EDC flashlight, really. It's not like I wouldn't call it a searcher flashlight, sort of like the Seeker is. It's more of a tactical flashlight. And the reason I say that is it has a bright, concentrated cone at the center. It's really, really bright at the center and not so bright around the edges of the throw. And it's made to throw a long way. So it's not going to be like a wide beam type flashlight. It's not very small either. My hands are fairly large. I wear extra large size gloves, and it's still fairly large for me. So like I said, if you want to EDC this, there's nothing wrong with that, and you can do it, but you're going to have to use the sheath. I wouldn't recommend trying to just pocket carry it, but I guess you could maybe clip it into a bag or something. I think that it would be perfect for something like a bag carry, maybe a little small pack carry, you know, that you can use in addition to an EDC as far as what you have on your body. I think it would be perfect for something like that, probably. Or my thought was, how about converting this case into an EDC case? Just take the foam out, maybe carry some stuff over here. Like I said, the case is great. Another thing, one more thing that I thought of, that since it's on the vein of it being a tactical flashlight, the crown is smooth on this, and if you are a flashlight guy, I think you'll agree with me that on tactical flashlights, you really should have a crenellated crown. And unfortunately, you can't even add this one. You couldn't add one to this one as far as I know, unless maybe there's one that will clip into here somehow. I'm sure somebody will 3D print some kind of way to do that, or they'll just add it. I'm not really sure. But yeah, that's just my opinion. This being such a tactical and good, I would say a good tactical flashlight, barring, you know, like long-term review of it and use. But my first impressions, it seems like it would be a really good tactical flashlight. Something along the lines of like the Olight Warrior, but about half that price, I'm guessing. But I do wish that it had the crenellated disc. So, Sharvol, if you're watching for version 2, let's get a crenellated disc. That would be perfect. And maybe if you could somehow take this inside of this lens out and put a new one in. I don't know. But we can't mess with that because that'll void the warranty. It does come with a 4-year warranty out of the box. So, yeah, that's... I didn't even get into the lanyard. I should probably at least take it out and look at it. Looks pretty nice. Anybody, any other Army guys, do you remember how they, all the officers' pistols, like they would have these on them, on the Berettas? I think maybe the old 1911s did too. But it always had this type of cord. It was like a heavier duty cord than this, but this is really cool. Nice little bungee cord you could put it on, clip it to something, and that way, if it does fall off, it's just going to swing free and kind of hang instead of you losing it. So that's a nice little safety measure that you're... So yeah, guys, tell me what you think in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about the Sharvol S1, if you've gotten your hands on one. If not, with my initial impressions of it, I would say it's well worth what they're asking. For $72, you get the case, the battery case, the 5,000 milliamp battery comes with it. You get a USB charging cable. You get the 4-year warranty. You get a nice, really nice, well done sheath, by the way. I wanted to say that too. The folks over at Sharvol, if you're listening, the sheath is really well done on this. And I think that's a nice touch. You get the couple of lanyards, of course, the user's guide. You get all that for $72, guys. It's hard to go wrong. I will update this in the future with a full time, with a full review after I've actually been able to use it and carry it, see how it holds up over the long term. But, hey, if you're not happy, talk to us and they'll make it right. And you got a 4-year warranty. So, guys, if you like the video, leave a like down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what you're waiting on. What do I have to do? Do I have to beg? Do I have to get down on my knees and beg? Please, please. Well, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it yet. I'm not going to do it yet. Anyway, guys, check out the Sharvol S1. I'm going to leave a link for it in the description down below. And remember, the best gear is the gear you have on you. Average Gear Reviewer is out of here. You're still here. Awesome. Listen, I was supposed to tell you something really important, and I have to tell you this. Don't forget to like the video. If you like the content, subscribe down below. Hit the subscribe button. Please, I'm stuck here until you hit the subscribe button. Please, please, I'm begging you. Please, you gotta let me out here. Just hit the subscribe button. Did you hit it? Did you hit it's right down here. Did you hit it? I don't know, I'm still here. Hello? Hello? Did you hit the subscribe button? Listen, I'm literally stuck here until you hit the subscribe button. Oh, stop. Yes, very soon. Listen, please hit the subscribe button. You did? You did hit it? Are you sure you hit it? Try it again. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong. Please, please help me. It's not